Can you identify this? Yes, it is a cell. Today we are going to discuss about the role of nucleus in a cell. This is the structure of a nucleus. The nucleus has a double-layered covering called nuclear membrane. The nuclear membrane has pores which allow the transfer of materials from inside the nucleus to its outside, that is, to the cytoplasm. The nucleus contains two parts, the ball-like structure nucleolus and the semi-liquid portion called nucleoplasm. The semi-liquid portion contains chromatin fibers which will change into chromosomes.
It was Robert Brown in 1831 who discovered the nucleus in the cell.
Can we observe nucleus in the cheek cell? For doing this activity, we need some materials such as glass slide, cover slip, normal saline water, blotting paper, spatula, methylene blue, glycerin, watch glass, needle, and a microscope. First, we need to take very small quantity of normal saline water in a watch glass. Scrape a little of internal lining of cheek cell with a clean spatula. Carefully we need to scratch it. Do not scratch too hard. Place the scrap in the watch glass. Transfer this material by using a brush to the slide. Put a drop of methylene blue and wait for 2 minutes. Wipe out the extra stain with blotting paper. Put a drop of glycerin over it. Cover it with a cover slip without any air bubble by using a needle. Observe this slide under the microscope. Observe carefully. You can see some cells here. Yes, these are the cheek cells. There is a dot in the center of each cell. That is called the nucleus. Teamwork leads to greater efficiency. Whatever be the job, the complete set of people in coordination can make it possible. But a team usually considered incomplete without a leader. In every cell also have a leader to control all the other organelles. Can you guess who acts as a leader here? It's the nucleus. Nucleus is the controlling unit for every organelles, located at the center of the cell. How does it regulate the activities of other organelles? It's because it contains the genetic material of the organism. When we zoom this nucleus, we can see the thread-like structures called chromatin fibers. Are they important to us? Yes. They are the most important component in the nucleus and even the complete cell, because these chromatin fibers includes the genetic material within them. Whenever the cell is about to divide, the chromatin fibers gets organized into chromosome. It looks somewhat like this. These chromosomes are made up of smaller important segments. These functional units are called genes. Genes forms the basis of heredity in all organisms. That means similarities and variations that organisms have with their parents. That is because of genes which comes from their parents. For example, what do friends and family say when they see a child? She looks exactly like her mom, or she is so much like her father. That's because the child gets her gene from her parents.
Let's zoom it more. Any idea what these functional segments genes are made up of? Genes are made up of molecules of DNA. That means deoxyribonucleic acid. So now if we go in the reverse manner, then we have DNA molecules forming functional segments called genes. Many genes come together to form a chromosomes. However, this chromosomal structure exists only when the cell about to divide. Otherwise, these chromosomes will be in thread-like structure called chromatin fibers in the nucleus. In other words, chromosomes and chromatin threads are the same thing. The genetic material is located in the form of chromatin threads in the nucleus. This is the reason that why the nucleus is called the major organelle.
Do you remember prokaryotes and eukaryotes? Archaea and bacteria are prokaryotes, whereas plants, animals, fungi, and all other organisms are eukaryotes. Look at this eukaryotic animal cell. Organism with eukaryotic cell is called eukaryotes. Here, the genetic material is enclosed by a nuclear membrane and giving a perfect nucleus that gives a eukaryotic cell. Not only that, there are membrane bound cell organelles are present, and the nucleus will contain more than one chromosome. Whereas in prokaryotic cell, there is no nuclear membrane or nuclear envelope enclosing the genetic material. So there is no definite nucleus. The genetic material will be in the cytoplasm. An undefined nuclear region containing only the genetic material without nuclear membrane is called a nucleoid. Such organisms whose cells lack a nuclear membrane are called prokaryotes. It is believed that eukaryotes are evolved from prokaryotes. And when we compare the size of these two cells, Eukaryotic cells are little bigger than the prokaryotic cell. So we can conclude that all prokaryotes are unicellular organisms that lack a membrane bound nucleus. Eukaryotes can be either uni or multicellular organism.